What is up, my butter biscuits? So in today's video, we're going to be talking about Samantha Ravndahl, or better known as Samantha, here on YouTube as well as Instagram. I hope I pronounced her last name right. I'm really not too sure, but I do think it's Ravndahl. Y'all can correct me on that if I am wrong. However, I will refer to her as Samantha within this video, just in case I am pronouncing it wrong. So about a week ago, she actually called out Hourglass Cosmetics as well as Temptalia because they said, you know what, we are no longer going to support you if you are not going to be inclusive, because they're just not inclusive with their shade range, and they just came out or reformulated a product that's like one of their top sellers, and they still only have one single shade, and it's just not inclusive whatsoever, which I will show you within this video. I did want to make a video about this a week ago when Samantha had tweeted out about it. However, I was like, you know what? Everything popped off with Trisha Paytas and James Charles, and I was like, oh my gosh, let me just go ahead and wait until this week to go ahead and upload a video about it, because I do think it is a very important topic that I want to talk about, because y'all, it is 2020 and there are still so many brands out there that are not inclusive. And this is the thing, before we get into this video and all the details of everything, I want to say I totally understand when a new brand or an indie brand is coming up with things they may not necessarily have the money to be fully inclusive. Like, say for example, if the minimum order of quantity is 20,000 per shade and you're gonna do 40 shades or 45 shades, that's a whole lot of money, and I totally understand that it is obviously going to be really pricey. However, that is obviously not the case with Hourglass Cosmetics. They have been around for quite a while, their products are very expensive, and they are a multi-million-dollar brand, so they can definitely afford to be inclusive and extend their shade range. You know what I'm saying? So I did want to go ahead and read from Temptalia as well as Samantha within this video. I do apologize that it is a little bit late. However, I still do feel like it is a very important topic, because these brands like need to get it together, especially when you have that money. Like I said, we had this conversation before on my channel. It's like, you know what, if you're a new brand or an indie brand, you may not have the funds to do that, and I totally understand that. However, when you're a multi-million-dollar brand, you got the money, okay? And you could come out with some more shades. So if you guys are interested in that, of course, go ahead and keep on watching. If you guys are new here, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button, turn on your post notifications so that way you get notified when I upload a new video. Make sure you guys give this video a big thumbs up, because I would really appreciate that. And let's go ahead and get into it. All right, y'all, before we get into Samantha's tweets, I want to go ahead and read from Temptalia first, because they are really the ones who kind of like put light underneath this situation first, and then Samantha followed suit after that. So this was the original tweet right here from Temptalia, stating, wow, at Hourglass Makeup reformulates plus relaunches the Illume Trio again in one single variation. To the DNR list, Hourglass goes, DNR list is do not review. The commitment to exclude deeper skin tones is on another level. As you guys can see from right here, this is the picture of the Illume Trio, and it's like, it's a very beautiful product, which by the way, super expensive. I believe this is $64. Their products are really high end. As you guys know, look, Hourglass is a lot of people's favorite brand, like Raw Beauty Christie as well too. However, I've tried their highlights before and I just really don't like them. And y'all know I really don't like too much of a blinding highlight. I like a little bit more, well, now, maybe back in the day I did like a blinding highlight, but I like a little bit more of a glow within, and I'm like, y'all, Hourglass just did nothing for me. I didn't really care for it. But anyways, all besides the point, here's the product right here. As you guys can see, this shade is just not inclusive whatsoever. It's really kind of only good for light and maybe light to medium skin tones, and that's about it. It will not go good with people who have a deeper complexion, and I think that that sucks, because it's like, y'all, a product like this can be so beautiful in just so many different shades. Honestly, I feel like they could have been completely inclusive by like including 2 or 3 more shades, honestly. However, they just wanted to stick to one, and to my understanding, the reformulation of this product actually took months for them to do, to change it from non-vegan to vegan. So I don't understand why they didn't take the time to just go ahead and extend the shade range. It would have been the perfect opportunity, because they had the product off of the website, off of the shelves, because they were reformulating it. So it would have been a really cool relaunch to have more shades, but I don't know why they didn't think of that, and y'all, they got money. Anyways, I'm just going to go ahead and read one tweet underneath that, because I don't want it getting too long. So this is what one person had said. Disappointed but not surprised. This would have been the perfect product to make in a range of shades, but they completely missed the point once again. If you guys are freelance makeup artists, y'all, I look for products like this. Not that I would spend $64 on a product. You know, that just would be way too expensive. I did look for cheaper alternatives. But, you know, if you're a little bit more of a bougie freelance artist out there, looking for products like this is actually very, you know, very easy, because obviously you have have everything you need within one little compact. You have your blush right there, your bronzer, and your highlight. So I really just don't understand why they didn't extend the shade range. Freelance makeup artists would have been all over this type of product because they would have only had to carry 4 rather than carrying a blush palette, a highlight palette, a bronzer palette. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why they just did not think of that. It doesn't make any sense. But anyways, and this is what Temptalia said back to that person. Exactly. It's the exact type of product that needs multiple versions to address the spectrum skin depths plus undertones. This is a permanent core product, so to take time to reformulate it and not extend the shade range, question mark, that's what I said too. I just really don't understand why they didn't do that. And it's like, y'all, you know, they have a good research and development team because obviously they're sold all around the world. They're super successful. A lot of people love their products. I'm not one of them. I don't know. I'm not really too much of a fan of them. But I will be honest though and tell you guys my expectations of that brand is just so high because the price point is so high. You know what I mean? Because I will say, look, their duo or their trio right here, Makeup Forever has the same type of ones. And if y'all have any type of, you know, makeup history, I'm always promoting on here Namies, y'all, because I love Namies so much because you do get a discount. You can get a trio like this, the same exact type of thing from Makeup Forever for like $30. So $64 for one. I'm like, yeah, no. So anyways, now we're going to go ahead and get into Samantha Ravndahl's tweets right here. Once again, sorry if I said her name wrong. I'm going to be following in at Temptalia's footsteps and will no longer be reviewing or working with Hourglass makeup unless they make a statement regarding their lack of inclusivity in recent launches with a plan as to how they intend to change that. I think it's important to acknowledge that there are many brands that continue to lack in terms of inclusivity. At Hourglass Makeup is a brand that I'm particularly personally disappointed in because I love them so much for so many other reasons. With their recent relaunch of the Illume Sheer Trio, a personal favorite product of mine, they announced they had taken the time to reformulate this product to be vegan. This product was off the market for an exceedingly long time because of that reformulation. By reformulating but not extending the shade range at the same time, they made a clear statement about where their priorities lay. I had asked them in person several years ago why they had only one shade. If my memory serves me correctly, I recall that their response was something along the lines of not having expected the product to do well. Now the product is award-winning and the relaunch was highly anticipated, so ... why no shade extension? Again, inclusivity continues to be an issue in our industry. At Hourglass Makeup is not the first and won't be the last, but as a favorite brand of mine, I'm asking you directly, Hourglass, do something. So I think this is actually really cool too that she actually tweeted the brand directly and tagged them within it so that way they can see it. This was actually a week ago now and they still have not said anything. And it's just a trip to me because I'm like, oh my gosh, come on Hourglass, like get it together. So I wanted to go over the product right here. So this is actually swatches from it so that way you guys can know this is just completely not inclusive whatsoever, as well as I did want to go over their foundations because I think it is important to note that even though a brand may have like 32 shades of a foundation within their line, it doesn't mean that they're inclusive with it, you know. Here are the I'm just like sitting here looking at the swatches of this and I'm like, y'all, like imagine this on, you know, a very deeper complexion, you know, guy or girl. It's not gonna go. And I think that it's really messed up because there's obviously just so many beautiful more tones that they could have came out with and they could have totally done that, you know. So anyways, this is the product right here. It's called the Illume Sheer Color Trio. It's $62, not $64, so my bad, I was off by $2. The award-winning Illume Sheer Color Trio returns. The cult favorite features everything needed for subtle definition and a wash of color: bronzer, blush, and highlighter with a luxe cream to satin finish. Formulated to melt into the skin, the versatile trio gives natural radiance in a sleek, travel-ready palette. Winner of the Not Best Palette Award 2016. So this is a trip to me and I'm just kind of like, y'all, this is award winning. Okay. Look, I don't know what it takes to win an award with a makeup product. Normally every time I hear about an award, it's normally from, I believe it's from like Allure, right? Allure magazine or something like that. I don't know what it takes to win, you know, best selling or award winning. However, if you're getting an award for this, you can definitely extend the shade range. Things like this really do suck. And honestly, y'all, like it makes me mad because I don't know. It just really, it really irritates me because I can just imagine if there was a really darker complexion person out there who really wanted to try this product, if somebody's raving about it online and then they go over to the Hourglass website and they're like, Well, that's not going to look good on me. I'm too dark for that. I think that it sucks. And I feel like these brands, especially I'm talking to the ones that have money, who have, the money for research and development, who have the money to, purchase the minimum order of quantity of products. Y'all, they should really be getting it together and include everyone, because it would really, really suck to feel left out. And honestly, I don't know what that feels like when it comes to makeup, because with makeup, there's always been something within my color. However, I know that feeling when it comes to clothes, y'all. Like me being a really, really big guy. I'm 6'2", pushing 300 pounds, y'all. I'm like literally 7 pounds away from 300 pounds. It is so difficult for me to find clothes. And honestly, that's why I fell in love with makeup, is because, y'all, not to be like Patrick Star up in here, but really though, it's like really one size fits all. And it makes me feel good. Like whenever I want to shop, y'all know how it is. Sometimes you just want to shop when you're not feeling good. What do they call it? Like retail therapy. Well, I turn to makeup, and there's sometimes that I wish that I can turn to clothes. However, going to Forever 21, I do not fit into their clothes. H&M, I do not fit into their clothes. Like anywhere I go, really, I have to buy clothes online, and it's just so difficult, So I know the feeling as far as like not fitting into something, and I would hate for somebody to not, fit into something because of their complexion, the color of their skin. I think that that is terrible, and I really feel like a brand such as Hourglass should get it together. It's just way too much. But anyways, I wanted to talk about the foundation right here. So this is the Vanish Liquid Foundation and Stick Foundation. They're available in 32 shades, okay? And I wanted to go ahead and show you guys within this video the actual swatches of this, okay? Because if you take a look at it and you say, oh, 32, right? That should be inclusive. However, y'all, let me tell you. So this right here is the lighter side, right? And then we're getting into the light medium. And y'all, you can even see right here with the light medium, it's like, okay. And then let's go ahead and go into the, deeper dark, right? Look at that. That's all the shades that they have. And you can see on the left-hand side right here with the shades like amber, golden amber, natural amber, warm almond, and golden almond. They are still very light. I personally would still consider those shades right there to be kind of a little bit more on a light medium or medium, tone. Like that's why I'm just kind of like, that's very, very light. And then you can see right here where we have the espresso, chestnut, walnut, sable, and almond. It's very, very limited, and I just don't understand it. I don't understand why a brand like Hourglass, who has millions upon millions of dollars, why they can't extend the shade range to, welcome more people in. I just totally don't get it. To be honest with you, I actually haven't heard anything about complaints as far as their stick foundation or their regular foundation before, but I was just taking a look over the site, and I'm like, you know what? This is still not really inclusive. Yes, it's cool. You have 32, shades. That's, a good amount of shades. However, when you look at the deeper complexions here, it's like, really, it's a no. Like, honestly, compared to MAC and Fenty and Makeup Forever, this, I don't know. To me, I look at this and I'm just like, that is not inclusive whatsoever. And it's like, y'all, they got the money. So anyways, going over right here, this is some concealers, and take another look at this. They have a row of light, a row of medium, and then look at the row of dark. It's just kind of like, still just not there. They do have a very deep shade right there, which I will commend them for that. The shade Anise, I believe that's how you pronounce it. However, I just think that they need more. I don't know. I feel like it's something that they can work on, and this is something that they're actually currently ignoring. Ever since Samantha posted out that tweet and Temptalia posted out that tweet, they have not said nothing. It's literally crickets over there, and I don't understand it. All right, y'all, before I close out this video, I want to go ahead and read the Our Story and Our Mission statement from the actual website, so that way you guys can learn a little bit more about the brand, as well as me, because honestly, I really don't know too much about Hourglass Cosmetics. Honestly, I've only tried one product from them, which is the highlighting quad, the one that is literally Raw Beauty Chrissy's favorite, y'all, and it's just a trip to me because she loves that product, and I'm like, oh, I hate it. Like, I just feel like it does nothing for me, especially for the price point. But this just shows you that, hey, everyone reacts differently to a product. Each product works differently on every person's skin, or people have different expectations, different preferences, things like that. That product to me, I was just like, oh no. You know what? I did get one Hourglass highlight that was like a cream highlight. I got it in like BoxyCharm. I thought I had it right here. And it actually worked really well. However, cream highlights just do not work on my skin. It just takes my foundation off. But that one was actually very, very beautiful. That was like the second product that I've ever tried from them. Anyway, so I don't know too much about the brand. So that's why I'm like, you know what? Let's go ahead and read this so we can see what the brand is all about. So this is what it says right here from their website. Our story. Hourglass, the cruelty-free beauty brand, is known for its innovation and commitment to reinventing luxury cosmetics. Complexion, color, and skincare are crafted to be undetectably transformative while effortless to apply. Paradigm products feature cutting-edge formulas with active ingredients and covetable packaging that elevates expectations of how a product should look, feel, and perform. Since its launch in 2004, I did not know they were all the way from 2004, y'all. Oh my god, that means they've been out for 16 years? I don't know why, like in my head, I feel like they're maybe like 5 or 6 years old. I did not know they've been around for that long. Oh my gosh, they should 100% know they need to be way more inclusive if they've been around for 16 years. Okay, I did not know that. That's a trip to me. I feel like they were I feel like they were like less than, like a decade old. I did not think 16 years. Anyway, since its launch in 2004, Hourglass Cosmetics has been a cruelty-free brand. Now we're entering a new chapter redefining what cruelty-free really means, because I think what they plan to do is turn to a completely vegan brand. However, if you guys did not know, some products could technically be cruelty-free but not vegan. So, I think that's what they're going to do in the future, from what I've been reading online. Anyways, moving forward here with our mission. We believe beauty and integrity should be synonymous, which is why we are uncompromising with our product's performance as we are with our commitment to animals. Hourglass is a cruelty-free brand and has pledged to become completely vegan in 2020. Oh, okay, see, there we go. We donate 1% of all profits from hourglasscosmetics.com to our partner, the Non-Human Rights Project. I was gonna say humane. The Non-Human Rights Project, the only civil rights organization working to secure fundamental rights for animals. See, I think that's actually a very, very cool thing, and I really like that. However, they're doing something really, really good. However, just be inclusive. You know what I mean? And it's great. I love animals and I want to protect them as much as possible. And I do prefer to use vegan brands as much as possible. Everything cruelty free. The only thing that I use that is technically non-vegan is Pat McGrath. However, all the other brands, I really strive to use vegan products for that specific reason. So I really do love that they do that. However, it doesn't take away my little irritation towards them for not being inclusive, because I'm like, y'all, that product specifically that we're talking about, the trio, it would just be so beautiful in an extension of shades, And to be honest with you, I would probably even try it out, because everyone does rave about Hourglass. Well, at least people within my personal life. And I'm just like, really? But honestly, keep it real with y'all. I'm like too cheap to spend that much money on certain products. When it comes to an eyeshadow palette, I'll spend the money though. Anyways, we will continue working towards change because we believe in seeing eye to eye with animals. Like us, they are living beings with that experience fear and sadness, pain and loneliness. We will stay true to our mission until they are protected in the beauty industry and beyond. And here's a quote. With the Eye to Eye campaign, we wanted to capture the humanity in the animals' eyes, because they actually did a several photo shoots with their models as well as with dogs, and I thought that was really, really cool. And honestly, I really like that they're doing that, but it still just doesn't take away the fact that they're being completely non-inclusive, especially if you look at their concealer ranges and their foundation ranges. Obviously with the trio, it's like one shade, and on top of that too, the shade is like, it's not going to work on every single skin tone out there. And I feel like, y'all, they have the money to extend the shade range, so do it. So y'all let me know what you guys think about everything, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Peace out, Girl Scout.